video, I'm going to share with you 5 key behaviors that if you stop them, you will stop attracting in emotionally immature partners. For the purposes of this video, I'm calling them EIPs, emotionally immature partners. Okay. Now, the 3 general things that we need to attract in a healthy mate and really to live a happy life is to trust ourselves, to value ourselves, and to focus on ourselves, to make ourselves a priority, not above everyone else. But when those 3 things are in place, that's when you really are in a place of empowerment and strength. You have more to give others, and you certainly are going to attract in a healthier partner. So these are the 5 behaviors that I really want to focus on in this video that I want you to start working on addressing. So before I get into the 5 behaviors you want to stop, let's talk about what I mean when I say an emotionally immature partner. These are partners who are unable to show up for you, who are emotionally or physically abusive, who are narcissistic. I've made another video, and make sure to check that out on my YouTube channel, where I talk about what emotionally immature parents look like. Well, guess what? Emotionally immature people look the same way. They may be behaving slightly differently because they're in a love relationship versus a parent-child relationship, but the dynamics are very similar. So if you want to learn more about what EIPs look like, whether they're parents or partners, make sure to check out that video. First behavior, the fixing. All right. You might be a great problem solver. I believe you. But if you are someone who likes the fixer-uppers, you see the potential in those partners, you see what they could be, you're going to get into trouble and attract in EIPs, emotionally immature partners, and emotionally unavailable partners. And emotionally immature partners feel that, sense that you are a fixer. So they won't necessarily stand on their own 2 feet, even if they can. They are people who like to be fixed and don't like to take responsibility are going to be attracted to you if you are someone who always needs to fix. All right. Number 2, stop comparing yourself. None of these behaviors are things unique to people who attract in emotionally immature partners. But I find that the people who attract in emotionally immature partners often have these qualities. So the comparison means that you're always looking over your shoulder. You're comparing yourself to someone else in the way you look and what you've achieved and where you are in your life. And emotionally immature partners, EIPs, will be attracted to that because they know that they can play on that. And I'm not saying it's conscious and they're rubbing their palms together. This is an unconscious dance that's happening in attraction, right? So people who are emotionally immature are going to be attracted to someone who's insecure in where they stand, who's easily swayed, who can be made to feel inferior. Number 3, a lot of us who attract in emotionally immature partners are perfectionists. So we not only are good at fixing other people, we're not only big on comparing ourselves, everything needs to be perfect. And we won't do things if they're not perfect. And we won't try things if we don't think we can be perfect. And we're not happy with ourselves unless we see ourselves as perfect, which of course means that we rarely are happy with ourselves because nobody's perfect. We're all perfectly imperfect. But when you are a perfectionist, an emotionally immature partner is going to be attracted to you because they know that insecurity and that soft spot. They can manipulate you and gaslight you and pick at that and kind of play up your perfectionism or your lack thereof in order to control you. An emotionally immature partner will talk you into doing all kinds of things in the name of perfection. Number 4, you got to work on that imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is something that a lot of us fall prey to, where we pretend on the outside that we're all together, but on the inside, we're thinking, oh my God, I'm about to be found out. I'm a total sham. I'm a total farce. I don't belong here. You know, people are going to find out that I really don't know what I'm talking about, or I really can't do this amazing job I just got, or whatever it might be. And so that insecurity of feeling like you don't exactly measure up is something that an emotionally immature partner, an emotionally unavailable partner, a narcissist whatever it may be, is going to prey on and be attracted to. So you see the theme here. So far, we've talked about 4 of them, and you can bet the 5th one is going to be part of this too. All of these are signs and symptoms of having low self-worth, of being easily influenced by factors around you. And it's also an aspect in many ways of codependency, in that in order for you to feel good about yourself, the world has to see you a certain way, has to respond to you a certain way, has to be okay with you, has to be okay in general. And you can see how an emotionally immature partner is going to maybe be attracted to that, be magnetized to that. You're going to be a match frequency-wise for that person. So let's talk about the 5th behavior that I want you to stop if you want to stop attracting in emotionally immature partners. Put to sleep permanently, if you can, your people pleaser, okay? Because those of us who tend to be more codependent, who tend to be more perfectionistic, who tend to be really hard on ourselves and feel like imposters, we also tend to have a hard time not saying yes. We want everyone to be happy with us. And of course, you are going to be unbelievably attractive to an emotionally immature person. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're a people pleaser, everyone you attract in, or any of these other qualities, that you're guaranteed to attract in an emotionally immature person. But it does mean that you're a vibrational match for those people. And chances are, if you have any or probably all of these 5 behaviors, and this is really the norm for you, that you have not been very lucky in love. But the key is that if you can work on these things, start challenging them, start questioning them, start exploring and excavating and releasing and healing the earlier in life wounds that led you to be codependent, to need to please everyone, to need to fix everyone, to need to rescue everyone, to feel like you're not enough. If you can address those things and heal them, then you actually change your life in a million different ways, not just in your love life. You change your energetic frequency. And what we are vibrating at is what we attract in. We will always attract in a partner that, and friends and colleagues and jobs and experiences that are a match for where we are emotionally and what is going on in our internal world. So if you want to learn more about this or any other topic related to learning to love and be loved better, make sure to mention it in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, because a new one will come out every week.